students. Today we are going to start the new chapter, and that is chapter number 5th, working in HTML. Now in your previous grades you have learned how to create simple web pages using the different HTML tags. But in this chapter we will learn how can we create attractive web pages. For this we will use CSS, and that is full form of CSS is Cascading Style Sheet. It was introduced by the World Web Consortium to enhance the presentation of web pages. It was earlier done using the basic HTML tags and their attributes. CSS allowed the content of a web page to be separated from the layout of the web page. Now, basically, CSS is responsible for only one thing, and that is style. In this we are talking about different styles. How can we create different styles and how can we apply different styles to the HTML tags? Okay, CSS is the set of rules that govern how the elements in a web page are displayed. It focuses on the style and design of the content, means it is the rules. With this we can design our web page, elements of the web page. Okay, uh, it lets you control the look and feel of multiple pages of a website using a single sheet of text. Thus it reduces the length of the code, means in this you can attract the multiple pages. You can make attractive multiple pages of a website using a single sheet of text. It helps, basically it helps to how web pages look, like their font color, background color, font attributes, all others. Okay, it also help in positioning of the element, and in this we can also does little bit animation. Next is, it is used to change the appearance of the content of the web pages. CSS document is composed of various styles and rules that are read and interpreted by browser to arrange the content on a web page. Means in this we are using various styles and rules. Now for this, firstly we have to learn what is the syntax of CSS. Okay, now what is the syntax of CSS? This is syntax. Firstly, in this we have to write the selector. We have to write the selector. Now what is selector? This selector. Now what is selector? Selector means which right tag which we want to design. We basically call selector as a tag name, means in this we have to write the tag which we have to design. I want to design the h1 tag, that's why I am writing h1 under the in place of selector. Okay, now next we have to start the curly braces, then end the curly braces. Okay, inside curly bracket we have to write the property. Now what is property? Property is a style that has to be applied to the selector, means it is a style which we want to apply to the selector, means we want apply some color property to this h1 tag. Okay, that's why we writing color under property, then semicolon. Okay, then colon, then we have to write the value. Okay, now under value every property has value according to which selector is displayed, means we are giving color property value to the color property red. Okay, I am writing under red. If we are taking, that's why by this way we have take different types of properties, like background color, their value is red, text alignment property, their color is center. We can also apply margining and font size and all others. Okay, now firstly you have to remember the syntax of the CSS. What is the syntax? Firstly we have to write the selector, and that is the tag name, then curly braces, then property, then this colon, then value, then this sign, then braces close. Remember this syntax carefully. Now next is different methods of applying CSS. CSS can be applied to a document in three different styles. First one is, there are three methods for applying the CSS. First one is external style, then second one is internal style, and third one is inline style. First learn what is internal style. Okay, internal style is used when you want to apply some effects to particular web page. Means when you want to design some particular web page, then we are using the internal style. Means we use internal style for particular web pages. It is added to the head element of the web page by writing the code statement inside the head tag. For this, we have to apply the style under the head tag. Okay. Before discussing this, let's see the now let's see practical example of this. This is internal. Okay, see, I am writing HTML, then closing this HTML tag, then we have started head tag, then close the head tag. Okay, sorry, we have closed the head tag here. Close this head tag. Okay, now under head I am providing title tag, and that is syntax or internal. Okay, we are providing title, then end of the title tag. Then always remember, we have to write the internal code under the head tag. Okay, always remember, we will write we will write syntax CSS code under this style tag. Always remember, CSS code is always written in under this style tag. Okay, now under style tag I am writing h1 tag. H1 tag is selector. What is h1 tag? Selector. Then curly braces, then this is color is property, then colon, then this is value. Okay, then this and braces and then style end. Means I am applying h1 tag color red to the h1 tag. Then in body we are giving h1 tag hello, then h1 is word. Okay, now let's run this. How can we run? This is internal. I am see with this, see these both tags h1 hello and world will appear in red color. Okay, this is the internal tag. Means internal tag we have to implement the CSS code internally in internal tag. We have to implement under the head tag. Now next is inline CSS. It is used when you want to apply a style to particular instance of an element on a web page. Means in this we have to write inline code right next to the text that we want to decorate. It is used for the particular instance of a element on a web page. On particular web page, for particular instance we use inline style. Okay, let's say practical example. Say in internal tag we have written these two statements, h1 hello word and this word. See, we apply style to h1 tag, that's why both tags will be affected by this. Okay, the color of the both tags will be red. Have now if we want the color of this tag is blue, this color of this tag is this tag color blue, then how can we apply? We have to give the inline code under this particular tag. This is the inline, means if we want to apply the style to the particular tag, then we have to use the inline. For example, I want this color blue, then we want to apply inline style. How can we apply? Just write style is equal to, then what color we want? Color, which color? Green. Okay, syntax, always remember the syntax of CSS. Then this. Okay, this is model h1. Then save this. Now what will happen? Run this. See, now the color of the second tag will become green due to the inline style. Now you know the difference of inline and internal tag. We use inline tag if we have two tags of the same name, but we want some different styles in both. For this we have to use the inline CSS to that particular tag. This is the inline tag, and this one is the internal tag. Internal tag means this tag is applied to whole body of this program. Okay, now inline tag is applied to this particular tag. Okay, this is difference between inline and internal. And next is external CSS. External style is used when the style is to be applied to set of web pages or to a complete web pages. Means basically it is used when we have multiple documents which we have to design. Okay, for this we have to create a different CSS file. Always remember, for external CS we have to create the different CSS file like this. This is my CSS file. We have to remember. I am writing some external CSS code like h1. I want to, this is selector, then this is my property, then red, this is the value. We want to apply a red color to this h1 tag. Then I am saving this file with CSS extension. Now we have to link this file to the different files, okay, in external CSS. Then this is the difference between the internal, external and inline CSS. Okay, external CSS, for this we have to use a different file, a separate file for we have to use a separate file for styling, and for internal we have to write the code internally under the head code under the style tag. But in inline we have to write the inline code right next to the text that we want to decorate. Okay, thank you.